if you're anything like me, you probably were conditioned to have a cup of coffee first thing in the morning. But do we really need it? Think back to your caveman ancestors. Do you think before he went out for the hunt in the morning, he had to quickly have a cup of coffee? Of course not. Now, you're probably doing some sort of either an office job or you're a university student or generally a less active job than the caveman. So what makes you think that the energy levels they had isn't good enough for you? Because the interesting thing about coffee as well, you probably noticed that around 2 or 3 p.m. you have a bit of a crash in energy. There's a good chance the coffee is causing that. I haven't had coffee now for over 90 days, and I no longer have the crash. To be clear, I wasn't an addict by any means, but first thing every single morning, I had a cup of coffee, and not every single day did I experience that crash, but many days I did. Another thing I noticed is I'm not like as, long story short, when I go to bed at night, I fall asleep immediately now. In the past, it was like your mind's drifting all other places and you're thinking about what you did today, what you have to do tomorrow, and your mind's very scattered. I found ever since I stopped drinking coffee, I literally put my head on the pillow, within a minute, I'm asleep. And for me, that can't be coincidence. You could argue, Mish, maybe the lack of a crash in the afternoon might be something else. I don't believe it is, but fair enough, it could be. If you are a bit more addicted to coffee, so you have like 3-4 cups a day, like you'll probably go through some withdrawal phase. And I'm not going to lie, I'm not in a position to give you any sort of advice there. My thinking would be that you then have to ease it in, so don't go cold turkey, and instead of having 3 to 4, start having 2, then 1, and then eventually 0. But if you're a bit more like how I used to be, and you're only having 1 or maybe 2 cups a day, try going cold turkey. I doubt you can have any sort of withdrawal syndromes, or symptoms rather, but you're actually going to have more sustained energy throughout the day. You can get a lot more done. You probably also, not something I experienced personally, but I heard this from others, they found coffee made them a bit irritable. So that's another funny one that actually came to mind now. But a lot of people, myself included, I was having coffee first in the morning, literally as like a better word, laxative. It helped regulate my bowel movements, my poo-poo. So I thought because of that I should continue having the coffee. So I actually had like internal debates. I want to obviously remain regular, I don't want to have any problems there. But I tried it out, and I still remained regular. I was probably going about half an hour to an hour later than what I usually would. And that was for like the first week or so. Now I'm back to my old schedule anyway. A bit of a topic I didn't ever expect to discuss on camera, my bowel movements, but that's the nature of the channel running. Anyway, so really I do urge you to stop having the coffee. I don't think there's anything inherently wrong with it, but I do think there's more benefits on the other side, the side of not having coffee. So something to play around with for yourself. I'm almost certain actually that for 80 to 90% of you watching this, not having coffee is going to be the better option. But with that said, I'll see you in the next one, bro. To become a better man.